It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide.
This is apparently a stand-up routine. So, where to start? Well, as a young person, I spend a lot of my time being a casual alcoholic. And, of course, I go to a fine culinary establishment specialising in the absolute, the finest malts. Well, yeah, right. I mean, if I didn't spend so much money on fancy waistcoats, maybe I could afford to go to these places. The places, you'd think, the way I dress, the places you'd think that I go to. But, of course, being a student, I go to one of the, probably the cheapest nightclubs in Sheffield called Corp, or, Corporation, or Corp to its friends. Well, I mean, you say friends, you never leave, as they say. And another sort of, another thing they say about Corp is that, what happens at Corp stays at Corp. Well, that's not strictly true, because what happens at Corp stays at Corp, apart from the STDs. It's that sort of place. Honestly, I mean, you could go to, it's probably one of the few places in Sheffield where, the girls are cheaper than the drinks. This is improvised. This is why I'm checking these notes, professional. Right. One thing that I should say about this is that, well, I was just thinking of, STDs, just as you do. I was at a lit fest, only a few days ago. And one thing I've noticed about sort of upper class girls is that their names sound exactly like various venereal diseases. So, time for a bit of casual sketch comedy. For example, and scene. Hello, my name is Chlamydia, and this is my friend Hepatitis. But, people call me Heppy for short. And it was just, like that the whole time. Thinking of, short things, you might not have noticed, but I'm actually, not the tallest tree in the forest, as you might say. But that doesn't really bother me because, of course, short, blonde and gorgeous is the new tall, dark and handsome. Though the only time, it really does annoy me is that, reaching for, trying to get to sort of high shelves, or as taller people call them, shelves. So back to what I was saying earlier, thinking of, shelving, girls, I mean, most people look at me and you probably wouldn't think that, I'm a man's man, more of a, man's man. And, but you shouldn't judge a book by its, well-dressed cover. I mean, no one can seem to believe that I am, into fashion and musicals, but very much into females, thank you. Although saying that, I have recently, given up on stopping smoking. And, because of course being this narcissistic is very stressful. And as I said to one of my friends, Chloe, because I have a lot of friends who are girls as well, that, I'm always, you know me, she was asking like, why did you, since when did you smoke? And I was like, well, since I was 15 and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you know me, always sucking in a hot fag. So that's not, the best thing I could say. And on that note, I think I should really shut up, really. I've been Chris Shelley, and good night.